Hey everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Today I'm doing a flip through of computing from Oxford. This covers Hey everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Today I'm doing a flip through of computing from Oxford. This comes with a student book and then there is also a teacher's guide that you can purchase separately. The teacher's guide is split up into 3 different grades, which is useful because obviously then you only need it once for 3 years. So the teacher guide for this particular level covers 7, 8 and 9. So we'll look at the student book first and then we'll look at what you get with the teacher's guide so you can see whether or not you think it's worth getting. Okay, so there are 6 sections to the grade 7 book. So our first topic is the nature of technology, storing digital data. Second is digital literacy, staying safe online. The third is computational thinking, programming languages. The fourth is programming, it all adds up. The fifth is multimedia, make a podcast. And 6 is numbers and data, business data table. So in each unit you'll find the introduction. It also has an unplugged activity and a class discussion. You also have 6 lesson guides throughout for activity-based learning, and then there's a test and activity section to obviously check understanding. They are all colour-coded as well, so you can obviously see quite easily what is required that week. So there are also word clouds, which has got vocabulary in, be creative, suggestions for creative from artistic work, explore more sections, digital citizen of the future, and a glossary. They do have some suggested software that you might want to use, so Microsoft Office, Google Drive, Python. And in the teacher's guide, they actually have some more, which we'll look at in a second. Okay, so we'll look at several of the chapters. So section 1, the nature of technology, storing digital data. So there's a you will learn section, so you know what they're going to be doing. So in this case, how text, images and audio can be stored as digital data by a computer. How to convert between binary and decimal numbers, and how to add binary numbers. So it's all full colour. You've got your vocabulary words in green. And straight off we've got an unplugged section for them to do an activity with. So this is 1.1 digital data. So in this lesson they'll learn what digital data is, how that computers store digital data as binary numbers, and how digital data is used to store numbers, media and instructions. So they've got all the information here. There's an activity at the bottom for them to complete. And some more activities, a little exercise here, and an extra challenge section, and then there's a little test at the bottom as well. Again, 1.2 is all about binary numbers still, so we've got all the information, some activities, extra challenge and test. 1.3. And activities, extra challenge and test. Decimal numbers here, decimal to binary. So that's what the first section looks like. It's all nice and colourful. It's got, you know, obviously activities and tests and things built in. There's a check what you know section and a self-evaluation. There's also an activity as well for them to do. Okay, so section 2, we've got digital literacy, staying safe online. So there's an unplugged activity, our vocabulary bubble, collecting data online, activity here, online shopping, all about cookies, the extra challenge test, dangers of being online, malware, talking about software, antivirus software and firewalls, passwords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's funny, cyber bullying, now we're on to copyright, trademarks and patents. Giving credit, so citations, how to use them in your work, check what you know at the end of each unit, test and self-evaluation. Okay, so chapter 6 is all about numbers and data. There's an unplugged activity. We're talking about Amazon in this case. Then they have to choose a business idea. There is an activity here for them to choose products that they'll sell in the online store, internet research, web pages, collecting data. So this person obviously is an example about shoes. They obviously decided to do a shoe store. And then there's extra challenge, be creative, design a logo for your business. You can draw, paint or create it using a graphics application. There's the activities obviously, and then there's a test. So they have to choose 10 products to sell in their business. And then they have to collect the facts in a word processed document. Records and fields. So we've got data tables, spreadsheets, make a spreadsheet table. Sorry, I'm trying to fight with the sun today. It's very bright. Key facts, insert a new column in your spreadsheet, adding product codes. They've got activities, extra challenge and test sections. Data types and formats. So they're talking about Python in this case. They're doing number formats and formatting as a table. And then doing calculations online as well for their stock and all those things. Showing how to auto sum. Bad data, about setting validation rules and so on. So that's what the student book looks like. Okay, I've moved, so hopefully we're not fighting with the sun now. Now let's go on to have a look at the teacher guide. Okay, so what I really like about the teacher guide so far, as to what I've seen, is it shows you what they did in all the previous books. So you've got a background as to what kind of activities they've done previously. So, and obviously you can check the level is appropriate that you're choosing for your child. So at the beginning, it's all about all the different levels that they have. Additional books that you could obviously purchase, such as the Oxford Illustrated Computing Dictionary. There's another curriculum that they have as well called Computing Curriculum from Oxford as well. Then in each book it shows you what they did for each of the levels. So this starts at a level 1 and goes up to 9. So it shows you in each level what they actually did, and then it shows you obviously for book 7 what they're going to be doing. So after that you go into an introduction about technology, what kind of things that they'll be using or needing access to. It does mention what software that they should have, so in this case Scratch and Python, a web browser, audio recording and editing software, a spreadsheet software, a web browser for research. So most activities do not require computers. Students can use word processors and internet browsers for some activities. So here it's got some obviously web browsers to consider, and then they've got some suggestions for search engines for children that are safer, and what kind of software you need, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint and so on. Okay, then it goes into each unit, so it shows you what they're going to study, the standards if you like, or you know what they are going to be learning outcomes I guess for each year. Prior learning, so what kind of things that they potentially should know or should have done up to this point, resources you need, unplugged activities, and then it goes straight into the teaching section. So it's for pages 6 through 9. There's the teaching, the activities that they're going to be doing, and then the answer key for the tests that they just completed. So your teaching section, again, activities, extra challenge section, test answers, and so on. And that's the same setup throughout for each of the chapters. So I do actually think the teacher guide is actually very good, and I would recommend getting it if you are going to do the curriculum. It also shows you how to differentiate as well, which I think is really useful. So if your student is on the lower or higher level when they start the course. So yeah, I'm really impressed. I am looking forward to doing it. I think it looks a really strong curriculum. We've never used anything from Oxford for computing before, so I'll let you know how it goes in my review videos, and obviously I'll talk about it when we're doing my homeschool planning and things for that week, you know, what we're going to be doing that week. But yes, so far so good. As I said, we haven't used it, so I can't give you my full review or opinion on it. But so look, just from, you know, first impressions, I think it looks really good. So we will see, and I'll let you know. So that's everything today. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Take care. Bye for now.